Hey y'all, welcome back to another motherfucking video. If you are new, you already know what to do, sis. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all follow me on all of my social media accounts, link down in the description box. And let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So today I'm actually retwisting my hair, but also I just want to like talk. So is what? Not the hold on y'all, I'm sorry, I gotta be a little conceited real quick. But anyway, y'all, so I'm gonna be doing my hair and then we're just gonna like chat a little bit because when you're a young adult, like childhood shit be coming up and you be like, damn, I was really that way. I was really that person. I realized as a kid, and I guess I been knew this, but it just, you know, like nostalgia shit comes up. And I was like, bro, growing up, I was a duff. And if y'all don't know what a duff is, I was the designated ugly fat friend. I don't feel that way about myself now. I'm actually like way more confident than I was growing up. From friends to like family to just being that person growing up. Cause growing up, I was always thick. I don't like to call myself fat, okay? Like, as a kid, I was fat. I'm not gonna hold you, but listen, like I was always thick. I was always a big girl. Like, like I've never had a time period in my life where I was skinny or small. Like I've always been like this. And I guess that's why it's so easy for me to finally accept myself early on in my adulthood, because so it's like people really be struggling. Like I be seeing girls who's smaller than me really struggle with the way they look, and I'm like, sis, you look fine just the way you are. Like, I guess it's all about a state of mind, because you could be small, skinny, and have like the perfect body and still be insecure. By the way, I am actually retwisting my hair with oil this time. So this is kind of like that oil retwist video that I'm doing. So I'm actually retwisting with Jamaican black castor oil. In my spray bottle, I have water mixed with tea tree oil and rosemary oil, and I have my clips and stuff. So it's just gonna be really simple. So I'm really hoping that this helps my dry scalp, but that's just like a little side note. Okay, so let's get back to the video. So I know my hair is already retwisted, but don't do that, sis. Don't go nowhere. So I would like to thank our sponsor for today, Nail Reserve. Nail Reserve is vegan, it's cruelty free, and it has a 9-free formula. It's a soak off gel nail polish. They have countless colors to choose from. I will drop their link down in the description box, so make sure that you guys go ahead and check out Nail Reserve. All right, back to the video, sis. It's just weird how you really have like these females who be having like bomb ass bodies, and they really be like on some shit, like they really be insecure about themselves. And I'm like, girl, like you don't see me over here like complaining. Like I'll probably make a comment or something, not necessarily my weight, but just being big, and I just kind of embrace it. I'm just like, so it's like, it is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't say it to be necessarily mean to myself or to show off my insecurities, because I've been this way like my whole life, and I've already accepted that this is just me. This is just how I am. Even when I lost hella weight, I always go back to that. But wait, I was still thick, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm probably made to be this way. I mean, it could get better, sis, but this is where I'm at right now. So growing up, I used to be very insecure, and honestly, like I'm gonna just be real with y'all, like my dad was not in my life, and I do feel like if he was in my life, maybe I would have been more secure, because I would have had like a male figure in my life to tell me that I'm beautiful and to tell me to not give a fuck what these bitches say. And I didn't have that. Like my mom was a single mom raising 3 kids. I have 2 older brothers, but they're not my dad. Like, you're not my dad. Like they were not my dad, but it's like that was the only type of male structure sort of that I had, because my brothers are actually like a lot older than me. Like they're not in my same age bracket. They are in their 30s right now. I am 24. Like that's a big age difference. It's just different when you have older siblings. But basically it wasn't their job to be my dad, but that was like the only type of male figure that I had in my life. I'm the only girl, and yeah. So if I had had my dad, I would have been so much more confident growing up. But in school, you know, it's like we had our times where we struggled, and you know, I wouldn't be able to wear like the newest clothes that everybody's wearing, and it sucked. It really did. And actually all of this stuff, like my feelings towards my childhood, started coming up last year, and I think I told you guys this in a few of my other videos. It was a lot of stuff that I didn't realize that I really felt some type of way about, and I guess that I really did feel some type of way about it. I don't know, like I realized that I was definitely the duff. You know the movie? Around the time the movie came out, at the time I didn't feel like a duff because I was, you know, coming into my own person, you know, realizing that I'm not ugly and realizing that I'm actually like pretty. I had like my own little vibe. So at the time I didn't realize that I was a duff, because I've seen duffs, you know what I mean? But I was definitely the duff, and I was definitely like the designated ugly fat friend. Like I have videos about like my social life and how I don't want to try to have to fit in anymore. And it started in college. Like my whole transition started when I graduated high school. Like literally, like as soon as I graduated high school, my whole transition started with just becoming myself and like learning what I like and don't like and what I will and will not tolerate. One of those things was just not having to try to fit in with people, because people used to expect me to like do some goofy shit. Like I remember in middle school, like I had one of my childhood at the time best friends, and we don't talk anymore because our parents got into it, and our parents was friends like since we was babies, like since we was born, and then they had like a falling out. She was smaller than me, you know. At the time I used to think she was like way prettier than me and all these things. The situation about my weight would always come up because I was significantly, like you could see the difference in our sizes. Like I was fat, she was skinny, you know. Like she used to talk to boys didn't start becoming attracted to me probably in like high school, maybe like 10th grade, you know, until now. And at the time nobody had a crush on me. I was always the one who had a crush on like somebody else, and they'll be like, ew, like not her. Anybody else can have a crush on me, like a guy can have a crush on me, just not her. Like, you know what I mean? When she was in my life, a lot of my insecurities used to come out because I feel like her parents and my family used to like compare me to her a lot, and they would always probably think like it's my size, or you know, she's smaller, she's skinny, she gets to wear all this stuff, like all the Aeropostale and stuff. And at the time it was hard to find sizes for me, like people going to Justice and wearing like all this designer kid shit that we just couldn't afford and that I couldn't fit. And so growing up with that in your life, it sucks, because sometimes you don't even be thinking like that you're the duff. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm posting pictures of how I look when I was younger, and y'all tell me, was I the duff? I was a cute kid, you know, I was cute, but I had moments where I looked busted as fuck. Like, I didn't care about my hair. I didn't really care about how I stepped out the house. Now I do. Like now I'm all about presentation when I go out. I just want to make sure that I look presentable. Like I don't have to look like the baddest bitch. I don't have to step out with makeup all the time. Like before I wasn't like that. But like a lot of my friends, like I used to have skinny friends all the way up until I got to high school. And in high school, I had like a group of friends who was kind of like plus size. My ex-best friends was plus size. And that was the first time that I started to embrace being plus size. Like that was the start of the journey. Me and my friends, like we just could relate. We could relate on food and all of that. And I wasn't the duff of that group, but it's always like that one bitch that tries to make you feel like you're the duff, or like you're the slow one out of the group. Like it's always that one person. So it's like you don't have to be just fat. You could be like the person that they deem as slow or something, you know, or like the one who's ditzy. I had to be the friend to do extra stuff. And like my childhood friend, I think in a way she was kind of embarrassed by me too. I don't know, I guess I was like weird or whatever. Like I guess I would do weird shit, because you know, as a kid it was a trend to be weird. Like the weirdest you are, the cooler you are. Like I don't know, it was just weird. Like kids do super weird shit, but yet they try to act like adults, and it's like, so you was never an adult. Like you never did adult things. Thought you did some shit that was an adult, but it was not, you know what I mean? And my childhood friend was kind of like that. Like she would always try to be like the mature one or something, and I was just always like the one who was like very playful, very goofy. I was probably corny, but like I was a good friend. Like I was a good friend to be around, you know. Our friends used to be, I guess we actually went to different schools too, so it's not like we went to the same school. Anytime she had like little like parties or whatever, birthday parties, and her friends would come over, it was just always, they would already deem me as the duff, like without even saying it. It was always a factor that came in. Like every time we would hang out, something always resorts back to me being big or can't fit nothing. Like going to the mall with her and her friends, or you know, going to the mall and you can't fit shit. And it's really because you just don't know where to shop and how to shop. So I don't have a hard time now finding clothes like I did as a kid. Like it was super hard. And I guess I was trying to like, you know, shop in them little girl sections and shit. You know, being plus size, you gotta shop at Cato's, Lane and Bryant, even though I never shopped at Lane and Bryant, but my mom definitely took me to Cato's. And so it's like I had to wear office attire. Like I had to wear office wear. And I hated that shit. Like that's a topic too. So growing up fat, I don't know, this video is like really random. I was the duff without knowing that I was the duff. Like, there was no name for it. You know, you're just like the bottom friend, the bottom feeder friend. That's how I felt. I don't know. Like, is it me? This is gonna sound weird, but being like the plus size friend, I always felt more masculine too. I did. Like, I used to feel masculine around my friends, even though like I didn't have those feelings. Like, you know how there's people who have those feelings early on before they realize that they're a part of the LGBTQ community. It wasn't those type of feelings. By the way, y'all, I cut my hand. My friend's cat scratched me yesterday. Y'all owe me some insurance money if this shit get infected. But if y'all see like a band-aid hanging off, I'm literally letting this shit hang off, so it's no blood or nothing. I just don't want, I don't know, I'm just letting it hang off, okay? There's no reason. Yeah, like growing up, I would have these feelings like I was more masculine than the other girls. Felt like a tomboy. And I was a tomboy at one point, but I wouldn't feel as girly. Like all the other girls would be into like super girly shit. And I just felt like I was too big to be into like super girly stuff. Till I got older, now I'm into like super girly shit. My favorite color is pink. It used to be blue, but you wanna know why it used to be blue? Because my childhood friend color was purple. Her favorite color was purple, so I was like, okay, it just seems so cliche to be like best friends and like my favorite color is pink while yours is purple. Like hers was so unique. So I used to say that I like blue, but in reality, when I got older, I was like, sis, I love the color pink. And that was where my YouTube name came from, which I had for a very long time, by the way. I actually never even told y'all how I even got Pink Tokyo. I made this name in 7th grade. One, I like the color pink, and my neighbor had this dog named Tokyo, and he was so fire. Like my mom would not let me have dogs, but this one dog, like he was a big dog, and this is actually what started my love for big dogs, which is why I have 2 big dogs. He was just so sweet, really touched my heart. And my mom never let me have dogs, so I used to go over to my neighbor's house and play with their dogs. He just really had like a little soft spot. Like, so I was like Pink Tokyo, and then that became my Snapchat name, and that's where we are now, okay? I felt like I had to be a tomboy because of the way I look. And my mom used to keep my hair together and stuff, but when it wasn't together, so this was before natural hair became a thing. This is when people was perming their hairs. I lived in an era where females was perming their hair, so I cannot believe that we really put that chemical shit in our head. Like, I better not have scalp cancer when I'm older. Like, dead ass. I'm dead ass. That was stuck. I'm suing. Like, compensation. I'm not playing, okay? Let me take this band-aid off because I'm looking a little ratchet. It better not get infected. But yeah, I was in the era of destroying your hair because white people said so. That friendship really affected my self-esteem because like she'll say like little shit like either I'm lame, because I know I wasn't like popping. Like she would say stuff about my clothes and you know, and it was just like, I don't know. It was also some other stuff that used to happen that I'm not willing to share on here. I was deemed the duff, and that's why I'm so big on confidence now, because as a kid I did not have any confidence. Like I really used to seek validation in friends, especially in high school. Like when you get to that age where you worry about how you look. So I am in a good space right now. I'm in a good space with myself. Like I'm happy with myself and I'm getting better each day. I feel like my duty here on earth could be to help other females, not even just like plus size females, but just females who have self-esteem issues, to really love yourself, because your childhood really like fucks with you. You wouldn't even notice it until you become an adult. And I think that's why so many adults are mad at the world. Like I'm glad that I noticed my childhood stuff now at 23, 24 years old, because I'm dealing with it. I am recognizing where a lot of my self-esteem issues came from, where a lot of my issues with myself came from. And that's from other people just subconsciously putting a label on you. It's almost like people disable you as a fat person, as a big person. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Of course, y'all are not gonna notice it, but I've been gone for like 40 minutes, Lils. Like, I had to get this done because, sis, I am never, this video would have been like 2 or 3 hours long doing my damn hair and talking to you guys. So I totally forgot what I was talking about before I decided to leave. Being the duff is like a state of mind. It's not what you are. Like somebody could look better than you. It will always be somebody who looks better than you. But it's all about surrounding yourself around people who genuinely loves you for you and who doesn't like down talk you or downplay you and feel like they are like the queen bee. Like I hate being in friend groups like that. It always results into somebody feeling some type of way about themselves or feeling bad about themselves. Like you need to be around people who really value you and who is going to help you boss up and you help them boss up. Genuine people. But you could tell when people are using you as the duff. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to finish my hair and I'm gonna come back and yeah, All right, y'all, so we're done. The oil retwist, actually, I might put it at the end of the video of how my hair came out with the oil retwist, so I'll definitely let you guys know. But yeah, y'all, if you're the Duff, drop down in the comments, sis, because I know I'm not alone. Like, don't be shy, okay? We here. We're here together. We're here to stay, okay? Like, sis, if you feel like you're a Duff, you're not really the Duff. It's just people around you just don't give a fuck about you, so that's why you feel like that. But yeah, just facts. It's facts. It's facts. Like, have I ever lied to y'all? No, I've always told y'all real shit. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you follow me on all of my social medias, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.